So you are the shaper of your destiny, and you do that through your choices. And the best choices that you can make is through your intuition. Hey, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back to this beautiful crown era of yourself and for myself. I'm Coach Hunt. If you didn't know, I'm a holistic self-love coach that support mature women into obtaining the best life ever, whatever that is for you. Because I know we are in many areas of our lives and sometimes we just need a little break and sometimes we need to break forward. But this video is to support you in understanding your intuition and how you shape your destiny. And you do that because God has given us free will. So I was reading this article on Substack and she was talking about intuition, and she was wondering why, how do I want to say it? Why sometimes we listen to our intuition and sometimes we don't. A lot of times, of course, we don't trust our intuition or we don't believe it. But other times it's because our intuition is telling us one thing and our ego is telling us another. Our intuition tells us the best way to navigate our path, and then our ego wants to do one thing, or even our lust and desires wants us to do something else. And she said something like she wants a cupcake, but for some reason she really wants three and she eats three, even though her intuition says she can have one. And that just made me laugh because I know how that feels when it comes to the potato chips. I want to have just a few out of the bag and then I wind up eating the whole bag and then feeling guilty or knowing that I didn't follow my intuition, or my intuition telling me don't even purchase it and take it into the house, but I'll go ahead and purchase it anyway, just because I know that's what I want. And I want to, how do I want to say it? I want to quench a desire in that moment. But then I remember that I have free will and I can do anything that I want to do. And for me, free will is unconditional love. God gave us spirit, divine love, gave us free will because, in my opinion, it is unconditional love. Being able to allow a part of you to experience anything they want is a way of love. It's part of self-love, which is divine love, which is free will. Think about it this way. We love our children. If you have children, most people do in their crown era, not everyone. Oprah doesn't have any children. There's other women that doesn't have any children. But if you're in your crown era and you have children and they're grown, at one point you have to allow them to do exactly what they want to do, even though with your wisdom and your intellect, you encourage them to do one thing over another. That's like our intuition. That's our higher selves really encouraging us to do one thing versus something else. And sometimes we just have to let our children fall. And just like spirit, we just have to learn our own lessons in our own time frame, in our own way, even though we say we want the best for our lives, but we really want the experience of our lives. And experiences is why we're here in this playground. 100%. This earth is our playground, and we're here to just experience it in different adventures. Sometimes we get hurt in those adventures. Sometimes we go through some things in those adventures, but those adventures bring about the experiences that we can take into our consciousness somewhere else. It's those experiences that actually gives us the life form that we want. And it helps develop the soul, I believe. I truly believe. I've gotten to a point in my life where my crown chakra is open and I just see life differently. I see people differently. I see relationships differently, and they just unfold in different ways that I would have never thought of. Accepting someone as they are and allowing them to be, and stepping out of my ego more so quickly is phenomenal. It's freeing. It's like, oh my God, yeah, that's right. They're just mirroring me at another point in my life. I had a situation today at work and someone said something, and I can say I judge what they said as rude to me. And I just let it wash away. I just said, whoosh. And then my coworker said, she's a liar. To me only, she's a liar. I just looked up her information up and she knows the rules. She's trying to say this and she's trying to say that. And I was like, it's okay. I'll let them be. Because it was one split second that I knew I was going to match her energy and then write some notes in her account and blah, 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 right? And then I had that intuitive download, that matureness, the crown error was just all over me. And I was like, no, maybe she was having a bad day. Maybe she is forgotten. Who knows? I didn't care in that moment. I took it as I'm going to do me. I'm going to abide by the rules because that's what I needed to do. So, all that to say, the intuition and free will for me is one and the same. It's, and the way we move through that is a growth process. It's our lives being just unfolded the way we choose, and we can always go in one direction or we can go in the other. The main thing is knowing that whatever direction you go in, it's the best directions for you because you chose it. There's no such thing to a degree as the wrong direction. You're just going to be redirected to where you need to be anyway. You may have to take the long way around the mountain or the tough way around the mountain because not everything that we do is going to be an elevator straight up something. It's going to be some stairs. We're going to sweat. We're going to cry. We want to sit. We're going to rest. We're going to go through some things. Why? Because that's the experience. I'm just going to end the video this way. It's just my way of saying that's how we continue to expand and express ourselves at so many different layers. I had a mentor saying that everything is, we just spiral up continuously and we see things in a different way. And we, as an observer, and we can look down and see all the different layers of where we were and what we've done. But it doesn't necessarily mean we repeat the same pattern. We just repeat, I mean, repeat the same cycle. We just repeat a similar pattern, but at a different level and a different understanding. And I really believe that. But I also believe that we can spiral down and we can spiral to the left and we can spiral to the right. I believe all the directions we can spiral, and there's a point into those spirals. I've done a video on that where we spiral down and to get more grounded, we spiral up because we're finally elevated, we spiral left because we need to move in one direction, we spiral to the right into another direction, either to redirect ourselves or to remember and to recall certain things in the back where we need to bring it forward. Because not everything is going to always elevate us. Some things is just going to move us forward. And sometimes we're going to have to reflect backwards. But this is Coach Hunt, you guys. I love you guys so much. I have your greatest interest at heart. If you have a comment, you got a question, you need some clarity. Did I ramble? Put it in the comments. Let me know. Are you in your crown era? I would love to know. And how are you navigating your life and your intuition? Are you seeing life as a smorgasbord of free will for every person and you have stopped judging you as well as everyone else? I'm just asking. All right. I love you guys so much. I have your greatest interest at heart. Bye.